You have power. The power to save lives. The power to defeat illnesses. The power to use games for good. You can be a hero for local sick and injured kids through Extra Life, a 24-hour gaming marathon that supports a local Children's Miracle Network hospital in your community. Join 50,000 gamers from all across the world as we battle the enemy, illnesses, and injuries facing local kids.
Play games, heal kids.
Find out more at extra-life.org.
So what did you think of Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Isn't it just?
It has been a while since I've seen a movie like that one.
Yeah. In part, rightfully so. So, welcome to You Want Me to Watch What, the podcast of movies where one of us has seen it, the other one hasn't, and we watch and then talk about it. And this time we watched that 1977.
It was only 77?
Hit. This was the number 2 movie of the year.
You know what? I'd actually believe that.
It was beat out by Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Another decent movie.
Then Smokey and the Bandit.
A little bit of a stretch there. Kind of a jump. I don't know. Space trucker.
Yeah. You know, Sheriff Buford T. Justice, Darth Vader. The
same guy.
Same guy. We'll get into it. So,
I'm Liz, not Justin.
That's true. So, we start out with some trucks and some wonderful Jerry Reed.
Absolutely.
Jerry Reed singing his heart out about, the Bandit. So, we're at truck drag racing?
Yeah, it looks like a state fair.
Looks like some kind of county fair.
That's not a state fair.
There's no way that's state fair.
I don't know.
That's township fair kind of stuff. That's the stuff we do out here on our road.
That's true.
Just put up a couple of... County fair. So anyway, county fair, where these truckers are, drag racing. We had just got away from a trucker that had been pulled over for bootlegging.
Yep.
So back in the 70s...
Oh, that Coors Light.
Well, so Coors, back in the 70s, didn't have any preservatives in it.
Yep.
And so, in the interest of public safety, it was illegal to transport it east of Texas without a permit.
Uh-huh.
Now, what better way to stick it to the man than to drink some dangerous stuff that might make you sick? And so
That's been rattling around in a truck.
Yeah. So Big and Little Enos Burdette, they basically make a bet with a bunch of truckers to get from Georgia to Texarkana, which is on the Texas-Alabama line.
And back.
Arkansas, Yeah. And back in 29 hours.
I'd be safe.
Yeah. And so they approach the Bandit, who is a well-known, attraction. He's a show-off. And we don't know exactly what he does outside of the truck rodeos, then show off.
Well, even he says it.
So, they make this bet with him. He does it. They will give him $80,000, which is about $400,000 in today money.
Yeah.
Little over.
You gotta buy a truck.
It's a lot of money. He's going to get a truck. So he goes, he's got to get, money for the beer.
Yeah.
And he's got to have money for a car. He's
Fast car.
What he calls a blocker. And so he buys a Pontiac Trans Am.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful car.
Yes, it is.
And durable. My God, is it durable.
This is a Pontiac, commercial.
This is a Pontiac commercial. It's a shame they went under. Anyway, so he goes and recruits his friend, the snowman, Cletus, to drive the truck. Bandit's going to drive the car and block. Cletus is going to drive the truck.
Basically, blocker. If there's a cop, he chases the blocker, not the truck.
Yep. Because, you chase the sports car.
Yeah.
So anyway, they get to Texas without any trouble. It takes about 20 minutes of the movie and one Jerry Reed song.
They really should have come back with a Jerry Reed song.
They really should have. They did.
Oh,
Three of them, actually, but there was stuff going on. They get there. They get the beer. They're on their way back. And in the middle of the road is a bride who is blocking traffic. Bandit stops the car. She jumps in and says, "Can this thing go?" "Yeah, let's go." And he takes off with her. She's running away from a wedding because she just kind of had a realization in the midst of it she didn't want to be married.
Can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why. I mean, his mother doesn't have any teeth.
I think the father's the one you need to be more worried about.
Father's the one you got to be worried about. And enter into the film our antagonists.
Our Smokey.
Our Smokey to the Bandit. Sheriff Buford T. Justice and his son
Junior.
Junior, who is chasing her down. She ran out on his son's wedding.
Cost $40 to decorate that town.
$40 of good money. Good American dollars.
Who'd run away from that? Communist.
Communists. We're not making that up.
That's the
joke.
That's the reasoning.
So Buford T. Justice is chasing her down, finds out that she got in the car with Bandit, so now he's chasing the Bandit. Mm-hmm. The rest of the movie is just that, with stops here and there and random police chases here and there, and a couple of, little interludes where this whole time the Bandit and the bride are getting to know each other because she chatters.
Absolutely.
I think this might be one of Sally Field's better, early
does
roles.
do really good.
She just, because the asides, it's perfect Joycean stream of consciousness where she's in the middle of a thought, jumps to another one, and then finishes the original thought.
Yeah.
So then I was down the aisle. I was like, are these really my pants? And I thought to myself, I can't believe that I'm marrying this guy. It's so funny and so fast and so punchy.
Yeah.
Like, she really does get that character played out. Along the way, we get all manner of other truckers and CB people.
Yep.
From the granny who has caused an accident by not using her turn signal. The ladies of the RV who have tempted the police captain away from his duties.
Yep. The convoy. The
convoy with the, what was that? The rolling refinery, the fuel truck.
Yep.
Rolling refinery. So much jargon. So much jargon in this.
Makes me glad that my folks listen to a lot of trucker CB songs. I knew most of it.
Without C.W. McCall, we would have been lost.
We would have been lost.
So, all this is happening, and along the way, Bride and the Bandit, they're developing a relationship. Right? It certainly becomes, sexual, but it doesn't ever really play out as romantic to me. It plays out as, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be a friends with benefits kind of thing. And maybe it'll turn into something, but...
maybe not.
But it doesn't have to.
Yeah.
They're there to have a good time. Mm-hmm. They finally get almost back to Georgia, and there are so many cops.
They finally got the helicopter on them.
They got the helicopter on them, so many cops. And Buford T. Justice, who along this way has lost the roof of his car.
Yeah.
The back quarter panel on his passenger side. Uh-huh. The driver's side door.
Yep.
A muffler. And part of the
muffler. Mm-hmm.
And part of the exhaust system. No longer has a working horn. Because it was going off incessantly until another cop
kicked the car.
Kicked the car. Am I missing anything else that he lost?
His son's hat.
His son's
His
hat.
son did hold his hat on, though, the entire time.
Mm-hmm. It really, a very, very devoted son. But with all of this pressure, the bandit's like, I don't think we're going to make it, because the very beginning when he's convincing Cletus, he's like, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. You know, you've gotten in trouble before. This isn't going to be one of those things. And it's not explicitly said, but there's an impression kind of that Bandit lets himself get caught. Cletus gets to go home to his wife and his kids.
Uh-huh.
You know, he didn't. And Cletus by that point is like, heck no, we're 4 miles away. We're going to introduce him to the boy. And they get in, they meet it with 10 minutes to spare, and say to Big and Little Enos, I need 2 things. I need a way out of here, and
the money.
And the money. And they get the car, take my Cadillac, that'll leave me with an even dozen. And when Cletus goes to get the money, the Little Enos says, well,
double or nothing.
Double or nothing. How about, no, wait a minute, double or nothing? Yeah, so they're in Georgia. Yeah, up to Boston and get me some clam chowder for me and my daddy? You're on. In 13 hours? You're still on. And away they go, with one last stop to talk on the CB with Sheriff Buford T. Justice, to a little bit of mutual appreciation before shining them on and going, and ending with Buford limping off after them in his car that is now also missing a tire.
Yep.
So, tell me what your thoughts were.
Again, it was a whole lot of fun. It was that 70s movie fun.
Yeah.
There's the mad. I can't remember how many mads. Real world. There's, all kinds of those types of movies that were they were fun. And this is one of them.
This is one that
doesn't need a deep plot. It's not supposed to have a deep plot. It is there for the car chases and the banter and the fun.
I would say this is the rural version of Cannonball Run.
It is.
Cannonball Run had a certain air of, urbanity about it. We have Roger Moore and this very much is a southern rural kind of movie. That's not saying dumb. That's not saying anything other than almost all of it takes place in small towns, country, and highways.
You hardly see a town,
And so, now, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the massive amounts of misogyny.
Oh, absolutely.
Just, wow! This is one of those that maybe you don't watch with your 11-year-old daughter, because the number of times you'll have to explain what's going on and why it was funny then but not funny now. Mm-hmm. And why is Dad laughing anyway? Well, because your dad's old. And he understands what makes it funny and can divorce himself from the politics of 77. But, yeah, there's a whole lot of kind of sexual revolution stuff that hadn't happened yet.
Indeed.
In this movie. And it's kind of okay. Like, the whole thing is done with almost this real wide-eyed naivete about it. Mm-hmm. That it's like, okay, 1977, so it's like Carter's president, the moral majority hasn't really sunk its claws into, movies and culture quite yet. And so they're allowed to just be kind of this, a little bit free and fun about it. Mm-hmm. They ended up making 2 sequels to this. Neither one is worth watching.
Aww.
Neither one. I wish that they were. The second one does have one part that is very funny. So the second one, it's still Big and Little Enos, and it's about transporting an elephant.
Okay.
Yeah. And at the end, basically Sheriff Buford calls all of his brothers and uncles and so forth. And so you have the entire Justice clan that are all sheriffs
Of course they are.
Sheriffs. And they're on one side, and then you have all the truckers, and they play a giant game of chicken/demolition derby. Mm-hmm. Truckers versus cop cars.
Yep.
It does not go well.
Yeah,
for
I bet
the
not.
for the. I think Dom DeLuise was in that as well as a veterinarian for the elephant.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So, and I don't know if anyone was in the third one from the original. I honestly don't. I wish I did. No. Jackie Gleason and Jerry Reed were the only ones to come back. Oh my
Not
goodness.
a good sign.
No. So anyway, this is a movie that I recommend with caution because, again, it's a product of its time.
Yes.
And we've said product of its time kind of things. Every movie older than 5 years old, we call it a product of its time. This is one of those where what we considered appropriate and okay for a movie just wasn't quite as developed. This is not a movie for kids as much as it's fun and silly. It's like, if you see it on TV, maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Just because there's a lot of car crashes and car chases and so forth. But there's also the fighting and a lot of the double entendre jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And so forth. So, Burt Reynolds, wonderful as the Bandit. Mm-hmm. Jackie Gleason as Smokey. I cannot imagine another actor in that role.
Yeah.
Except maybe the American from that one James Bond movie.
He was in 2.
Okay, from those 2 James Bond movies.
I do like Roger Moore.
Yes, but that's not the American.
No, that's just the Bond that you're looking for. I just can't remember the American's name.
Was that Moonraker or The Spy Who Loved Me?
No, those are the 2 good Roger Moore movies, and he was not in those.
Oh, what's the one that I'm thinking of?
I don't remember. Like I said.
So...
But yeah, there were times where I wish there was a slide whistle, like in the James Bond movie, whenever he flipped the car over the canal.
It wasn't the man with the golden gun.
I'm pretty sure it was the Moore years.
No, I'm actually bringing it up now, just because it's like, this is one of those things. No, The Man with the Golden Gun was a good movie.
So was the ones that I like. Haha, it's in the one you liked.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It is.
It is.
Oh. We're not going to play the whole thing. I'll get flagged. Okay. Oh, I heard a little bit.
Now go to The Man with the Golden Gun. Just look it up on YouTube and the slide whistle, car.
Car jump, Man with the Golden Gun, the way it should sound. Oh, my goodness.
I told you.
Oh, I heard.
It was not my 2 favorite Moores.
No. Well, this isn't one of my favorites, but it's very good. Mm-hmm. It is Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee is very good.
Fair.
He was the Man with the Golden Gun.
Yes.
All right. I do think that people should watch it, but I think you should watch it with eyes wide open regarding the time, regarding the politics, regarding the casual atmosphere that they're going to take toward relations between the genders. Mm-hmm. I will say, though, that it had a mixed race cast that there was never a single joke or comment about that outside of the one from Buford T. Justice that wasn't...
It was meant to show that he's
Yeah, it was meant to show he's a jerk.
Yeah.
He's a racist, sexist, butthead. Mm-hmm. But no one else. And it was one comment.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm not excusing it. It is what it is. But see it, have a drink, have a couple of other middle-aged guys around to watch it with you. Or some, middle-aged women. but not young women. Not young men. It's not for them yet. So, you?
Like I said, I had fun, and I also knew coming in what I was getting into. I knew the age of the movie, and I knew it was going to be. Odds were. Well, turns out odds are. Odds are.
And so, like a
good neighbor.
Big and little Enos bet, it would have paid off.
It would have.
So, all right. So that means it's your turn next time.
It is.
All right.